Hey family, how are you all doing? I mean, in light of what is happening with the whole COVID-19 coronavirus, I decided that I would share a video with you that I believe is important with you surviving through this horrible ordeal. We have to go back to God's instruction. We have to go back to the way of the Lord. We have to go back to Eden. And so, thank God I got the opportunity to go to the market today to grab some stuff. I mean, it might not last forever, but at the end of the day, God said that He will provide for us our daily bread. And He also said to us that our bread is sure. So we need not to worry what to wear, what to eat, because God will provide. So at this time, He did provide for me the opportunity to, first of all, to go to the market downtown and actually grab some stuff. And I'm sharing this with you because I want you guys to understand that while, yes, you want to get non-perishable items, you also want to ensure that you're building your immune system. So having canned foods and over-processed foods and everything, you're killing your immune system, and it's weakening. And so if by any chance, God forbid, you actually get this disease or this virus, then it's going to take a longer time for you to fight back, or your body to fight back. So I'm just going to show you actually some of the stuff that I got downtown. I mean, I'm a vegetarian generally, but I was specific for this time to get more light foods, like a lot of vegetables that can be eaten raw. In addition to that, if they're going to be cooked, it would be lightly cooked, so all the nutrients would be able to be absorbed in the body. In addition to that, as you guys know, I am on a healthy journey to heal myself naturally through the power of God by using the foods that He has provided. All right, so I'm so happy. I went downtown with $4,000, guys, and tell you the truth, God has been good to me by blessing me with these things. So I went and I got this amount of sweet pepper. I like eating them ripe instead of green. There's some scientific facts behind that, but I won't get into that right now. My tomatoes, and this is 1 pound, so you get 120. I mean, if you get this in the supermarket, how much will you pay for that, right? And I have my tomatoes as well. I think this is 2 or 3 pounds of tomatoes, and the tomatoes was going for $60 and $50. So I wanted mine to be really nice, so I bought the one for 60. Right, sorry about that. So I had to go feed my cat just now. So the tomatoes, of course, you can make tomato salad, or if you're making soup or whatever it is, vegetable soup that is, you can add tomato to that, or you can do your tomato soup. And it's best when it is that let me rephrase that. You get the best nutrients from it when it is that you lightly cook it, not to cook out all the nutrients, but you will get the best from it when it is cooked. All right, so it releases its nutrients that way. You can eat it raw, as I'm sure you'll be able to get it the nutrients as well. All right, so I have me some pumpkin here. I purchased 2 sets of pumpkin from different persons. I bought this first at $50 per pound, and then I bought this afterwards because I am eating a lot of pumpkin. There's no rice in my diet. There's no yam, there's no potatoes, none of that. So I have to substitute with pumpkin and sweet potato and plantain and quinoa that I would get in the supermarket. All right, so this jackfruit here, I bought it when I got home. So this one here is not actually from the market. Didn't get the chance to buy it. So when I got home, I saw somebody with it and I purchased that. All right, so scallion was for $50. Praise be to God. I bought some of that, and rosemary as well. I'm showing you these things, not going into in-depth details with the nutrients, but you can also do the research. This is great for making tea. It's great for rinsing your hair. It's great for headaches. It's great if you want to sleep well, and I'm sure it builds the immune system as well. As I said, go and do your research on that. Now these 3 of these $170. Can you believe it? So it was $60 per pound at a lady. I mean, her price was special, so I did actually grab that. So this is good for a time like this as well. Ginger as well, to make your ginger tea as well, with what is going on. Also, I got me some carrots. So I'll be steaming it, I'll be juicing it, I'll be putting it in soups and all of that. So I got me, I think it was 3 pounds, but it was like $80 per pound. You could get it cheaper, and some were selling it more expensive. I also have my sweet potatoes here. So the sweet potatoes I got, I don't remember how much it was, but it wasn't too expensive either. I think I got 2 to 3 pounds of those. And we have coconut here. I didn't buy this downtown. I ran out of money. I normally use this to make my soup. If I'm making like any bean soup or stuff like that, I'll use a little of this, or when I'm making my shake. Guys, who knows what this is? Of course, this is one of my favorite natural treats, natural snack, tinkin toe. You should try it someday. Tinkin toe and honey. You just crack open the shell, put the tinkin toe, how many you decide to crack open, on a plate, and then you drizzle honey on it. And if you want to add a little cinnamon, and it serves a great, when I say a great snack, it's so satisfying, it's not even funny. I didn't know. I think this is what's his name, John the Baptist ate while he was in the wilderness. I think they said that this is also called locust. So this would be locust and the honey, of course. So that's what John the Baptist ate, I'm assuming. Seeing that they say that can be called locust pod as well. All right, so I got these plantains for $100. They seem overripe, but they're not. They're quite firm. As you can see, it's not squeezing. So I got those as well. Onions. It's good to have for a time like this as well. These things help to build the immune system. You can do the research on them. Pepper, I can't cook without my pepper. Right, I think the onion was, I don't remember how much I paid for the onion. Oh yeah, I got it for $1.30. Everybody else was saying for $1.40 and $1.50 and so forth. I got this bag of pepper for $50. These things, you know, I think God is so amazing in how He designs a variety of things for our body. Alright, bananas, of course, when I'm making my smoothies, or if I feel like snacking on one, got these for $3.50 a dozen. Alright, I also have some cucumber here. Guys, you wouldn't believe, cucumber downtown selling for $40. $40 and $50. Someplace you'll get it for $30. So I think I got like 2 to 3 pounds. So I have enough to serve me until God provides again. I bought me some turnip. It was $50 for this entire bag. Sometimes people say, oh, vegetarian lifestyle is so expensive. It can be, to be honest with you, because I went to the supermarket and spent a lot more than I did at the market, and I have very few stuff. So it can be, but it's based on what you want to include in your diet. So this was $50. I'm going to try incorporate more of these in my diet. But generally, when I'm making my soup, I generally add at least one of these, because the taste is very potent and it's a strong vegetable. All right, I wanted to buy more okra, but again, I went with a budget, and I wasn't planning on going over that budget. All right, so this, I got a dozen okra for $70. So I'll be putting it, when I'm making my pumpkin shake, I'll be maybe steaming 2 or so to put in it as well. So I'm excited about that. All right, so what else I haven't shown you guys? Oh, beetroot. Beetroot is on the here, guys. I bought this for $80 for this. If you go in the supermarket, you're getting one for $80. And I actually got all of this for $80. So when I'm making my salads, and I will be sharing with you guys, you know, my dishes, so you can see what the outcome of these things are. All right, but I have a lot more to show you guys, and a lot more stuff. All right, so I got these for $80. That's a pound. I also got, was it a pound or 2 pounds? Yeah, it was a pound, right? All right, and so I got these cow beans. All right, so there are 2 types of beans that I'm including in my diet right now. I'm just gonna incorporate this one, but I've been eating lentils, whether in soup or as a protein part of the meal. But I enjoy cow bean soup, so I'll be doing this for Sabbath tomorrow. So I'm going to soak the peas tonight and you know, make my soup. So I'm going to show you the result for that. This was like a pound as well, and this was $250. All right, so I hope this doesn't have in yeah, it's best for you to soak your beans and peas overnight. It takes out the phytic acid that will erupt the stomach and irritate it if it is that it's not removed before consuming. So when you soak it overnight, or at least for 6 or 7 hours before you cook it, then it does help for easy digestion in the system. All right, so here is the part where I'm excited about. So here you have myriads of green stuff, green leafy stuff looking at. So I also got these in the market. I'm not done. I have some strange looking stuff that I'll share with you as well. So let me start off with what you're familiar with. So look at this pak chow. I think it was $40, guys. $40 for a pound, and I bought two or 3 pounds of pak chow, and it's fresh, very fresh. You see the leaves are green, so I'll be doing green juice with this, and I'll be making my vegetable meals as well. And sometimes I put these leafy vegetables in my soup when I'm making it. This, my cat, she's making some noise. I think she's about to give birth. She's pregnant again. All right, guys, so these are cilantros, not cilantro, celery. Cilantro more resembles the parsley here. So I got this for, I think it was $200 and something for a pound, or I think it's $2.50 a pound. So I bought a pound of these. I will be adding it in my green juice when I'm making it, and I also will add it in my my vegetables and just my regular meal preparation. And you would have seen the parsley as well. I bought a bag of this for $150. And the lettuce, guys, I had fun getting so many of these things here. I bought it from 2 different places though. I think it was $40 or $50 per pound, and I think I ended up buying 3 pounds. All right, I got me some zucchini. I got 2 zucchini for $150. You won't get that in the supermarket. Normally when I buy zucchini in the supermarket, I get it for, this probably would be like for $120, something like that, and then the other one are the same as well. All right, so I normally make my zucchini spirals. It's more like a spaghetti, call it zaghetti, right? Other persons have different name for it, but yeah, I'm gonna use it for that. And again, if I'm making my vegetable soup, I'm gonna do it as well. I bought cabbage from, what I try to do when I'm buying downtown, I try not to buy from one set of person, just in case if I'm buying more than 1 pound, I might buy it here if I'm not sure. I say I might find it somewhere else cheaper, or some ones that look better. So these 2 here, I bought it first at one lady. I think she was saying it's $40 per pound, and then I bought this at someone else for $50 per pound. I was recently advised that it is best when you buy cabbage, the leafy green one, it has more nutrients in it. So I'm starting to do that now. These are not so green, but as I said before, I went and bought this afterwards. So that's key when it is that you're purchasing your cabbage. All right, so there are 2 more items that I would love to show you that I've never had before, and I'm excited to I've tasted it, it being raw, but I've never had it before. I've never cooked with it. This is, I've always seen it on television, collard greens, and this little bundle I got for $150 because it's rare here and it's packed with a lot of nutrients. So guys, we need to be building our system up, right? Eating a lot of, don't have them in the fridge withering away. So I'm going to try and see how best I can use them up as possible. And I think this one here is it fenugreek? No, it's not fenugreek, it's fennel. I'm going to confirm the name of this one here, but it's good for boiling tea, it's good for adding in your green juice, it's good for cooking with. Guys, I love how it looks. I'm so excited to see what it actually tastes like, or what flavor it brings to my meal. All right, and I didn't get to, as I said before, I was on a limit, so I bought this when I was on my way to the supermarket, or from the supermarket. I bought this. It got squashed in my bag because I thought I lost my key and I was thinking I never remember that it was there. All right, guys, so that's all that I got at the market. I will do, I might show you what else I got at the supermarket, or maybe not. I just got like blueberries and quinoa and dates and stuff like that to add to my meal to make it complete. All right, so that's it for now. But guys, what I'm saying is this: God has provided us. He says the leaves will be the healing of the nation. When it is that we go to heaven, he says that we are going to eat from the tree of life, and that's going to restore us into our full fullness of how we were to be how we were to be before sin entered. Adam and Eve were created in the Garden of Eden. The garden was already there for them. You understand? So we have to go back to Eden, guys. So it's good for us, guys. It is good for us to go back to Eden. God didn't make any mistakes. Every single thing that He created for us is for a purpose. Every single thing that He created for us is for healing, the healing of the nation. You understand? And the Bible says that if we pray, God will hear us and answer us. If we humble ourselves and pray, He will heal our nation. So guys, when it's all said and done, I'm just encouraging you. This smells so good. Smell very herby and natural, these the rosemary leaves. So I'm just encouraging you to trust God first of all, believe in His word, and know that everything that He says is true, and be safe and pray for this thing that's going on, this virus that's going on. It's important for us to be praying right now. We need God more than ever, and we just don't need Him for the healing, but we need Him to spend quality time and to get to know Him as our personal Lord and Savior. And most importantly, I encourage you, if you have not yet surrendered your life to God, you need to do it now. He's the one that will provide for you when there's no more option. He says your bread will be sure, so you won't have to depend on the government. You don't have to depend. God, even when you can't buy these things anymore, God will make a way. Just as how He fed Elijah, He will find other ways and means to provide for His people, and He cannot run out of any options. So again, just encouraging you to eat as healthy as you can. It is very important. While it is that you're taking the necessary precautions, it's important for you to be eating healthy. All right, so this is my message to you today, and I just shared with you some of the stuff that I got. So when I'm through packing everything in the fridge, I'll let you know or show you what it looks like. All right, peace. God bless you. Remember to be bold, be beautiful, and of course, eat natural. Bye-bye. I did promise you that I would show you what's going on in my fridge. Let me just start at the top to show you my natural honey, my cold pressed coconut oil. I use that, and my Himalayan salt. I try to eat as healthy as possible, and my homemade meringue powder that I made from scratch. All right, going into my fridge, there isn't much in my freezer. As you can see, there's some blueberries. Let me zoom that in a bit. Yeah, there we go. There's some blueberries there, and some frozen I had these, I'm confessing, I had these ribenas for some time. I'm not throwing them away. I plan to use them. Some frozen apples as well. They got squashed, and so I decided to freeze them, and I'll use them in a shake. Just have my natural cocoa butter there. Whenever I'm ready to make my natural deodorant, I use that. There's generally more stuff that will be here. Like when I'm gonna make my shake, I would probably like steam some pumpkin and sweet potato and have my frozen bananas here, and I would just use them from that to do my shake. But I've not yet done that, so it's a bit empty right now. Let's go to the bottom. All right, guys, so I'm gonna do this quickly because I'm running out of space. So no, this isn't wine, it's actually water. I actually purify my water by putting it in a glass container in the sun, and leave it for at least 6 hours or more, and yeah, that's it. The lighting is a little different. My battery is going low. All right, so here I generally use this for my shake, like my moringa coconut milk punch shake. This is jelly coconut that I will blend in the coconut water and do that as well. Here in these containers, I'm sprouting some lentils, so you'll see the end result of that. If you notice, they have little tails coming up, so they will be sprouts in a couple more days, and I'll be consuming that as well. This is some tea I made this morning, and I didn't drink all of it, so I just put the rest in the fridge. So there's lentils in this as well. These are all my greens that I showed you earlier. Also got some scallions, a whole bag, 1 pound for $50, guys. And so I put that the greens in saran wrap, hopefully to keep them and have them preserved more longer. All right, so this is some other sun-kissed water that I purified, putting it in the sun as well, the carrots and the beets. And these are my other stuff that I got from the market. The entire bag is full, so I can't show you that right now, but you saw what I had there as well. So I just kept them in the bag, so for fresher preservation. And here in the drawer I have my pines. I'll be peeling this soon, and the cabbage and all these stuff. And here quickly just have my seeds there. I'll be doing some bread tomorrow using the chia seed and the quinoa. I stocked up with 2 based on the fact that, you know, I'm not sure what will happen with that COVID-19 thing. And I've stocked up with some lentils as well. I've got my medicine down here that would be with onion and honey. This has been there for over 6 months. And also I have here this is noni extract that I did myself as well. And so guys, that's pretty much it. Just stay healthy, give God thanks, pray, eat as healthy as possible, and stay safe. Again, be bold, be beautiful, and of course eat natural. Until then, bye.